Hey there, happy Saturday. How's everybody doing today?
What a gorgeous day it is today.
It is gorgeous, but we hope everybody's hanging in there and, doing your best to hopefully get outside today and enjoy some of this weather. And, our hearts are with everybody that are struggling through this. And please know that we're here, and we'd love to, if you're alone or feeling sad or anything, just reach out to somebody, us. We'd love to Facebook with you. Hi Gwen, how are you?
Never be afraid to ask for help.
Yep. So we are in Southwest Escondido today at Casa de Pollo, which is...
What does that mean?
The house of our chickens. It's Spanish and French.
Yes, chickens.
So I kind of got Elaine from France, my other mother, who is amazing, from my hometown, and Casa because of the Espinosas and, just that whole...
So we call the chickens chicas. Well, I do.
I don't. I call them chicky chews. So we thought today we would bring you, and first of all, our Escondido Trader Joe's is
the best.
So amazing. I mean, they hug when you go in. Like, I miss them so much.
Well, not now.
No, I know, but they used to. I love Cindy and Matthew, and they're just super, super friendly. And, they're on the front lines, risking everything every single day to make sure that we are fed and nourished. I have not been in a Trader Joe's since March 17th, but Philip.
I've braved it numerous times.
And he also has gone for our neighbors and other folks that might need some things.
Need some help, yeah.
So anyway, we thought it would be fun, Philip Fredrickson did, to do a fun Trader Joe's under $10. What are our favorite wines? And I kind of hooked it up.
They're good enough for guests, but
super tall.
It's more fun to give them things they haven't had before, and probably everybody's had these Trader Joe wines, but maybe you're going to learn something new today.
Okay, so what are we drinking first?
Well, first, I have never yet had what I would consider to be an inexpensive bottle of sparkling wine or champagne that actually you could drink. I tried a few, I'm going to be honest with you, that I took a sip and dumped it down the drain. This particular one, it's actually made in France. This is at Trader Joe's.
Get ready to write this down.
It is Trader Joe's, made for Trader Joe's, but it's made in France, and it's Blanc de Blancs. And it is actually a very good drinking wine. And I believe the price on this is $6.99. I think it's $5.99 to be honest with you. And it's actually good. I never throw this out. So we're going to have this today. We've never done sparkling wine, so we thought that would be fun. And because this is like $6, come on, it's worth a try.
So again, today's, we've gone through Highland Valley, we've gone to Ramona, we've gone to Los Olivos and Paso Robles. Have we done Napa yet?
And we did the local... No, we have not done Napa.
Oh, we did the urban wineries last week with our
Those were fun.
Friends from Cheval, and yeah. So again, next week, we will do Napa. So for sure we're going to do Grgic wine because Grgic is Croatian and I'm Croatian, Mila Kovacevic.
And we like Grgic wines.
And we love...
we won't tell you quite yet what all wines we're going to have.
But we'll post them ahead of time.
Yeah, but we could break some out.
Okay. So we're also toasting because today we had a listing appointment, and these are folks that do need to sell their house. And we went with our mask, our gloves, and our booties on, and we walked through the house digital with a video that was super, super cool.
Yeah, so it was pretty just going over a few details that's not covered in there. It was pretty quick and easy. It's actually fun.
And a referral from a trust and estates attorney, so that's super cool.
Another reason for celebration was yesterday we closed a property that went into escrow after COVID and has now closed during COVID. And to celebrate that, she had to move.
Yep, she's moving to Seattle, actually.
Actually, the next day, which in that case was actually Mother's Day.
Which is coming up.
And we'll tell that story a little bit later.
Yep.
Because that's actually when she figured out what the hell she thought.
Okay, so a couple of things with this sparkling wine, Bubbles. I love these. So I know our camera's not fixed. It's doing something really weird when we backwards tried it. It turned us lime green. But these are plantain crisp. They look just like a potato chip. And for people who are on keto,
taste like a potato chip.
And so
it doesn't taste like banana.
So Trader Joe's, these are, whoopsie, Trader Joe's, okay, this.
I think it's $2.99 a bag.
Trader Joe's tuna, I pretty much can't live without. And then I add Trader Joe's habanero sauce. So with that, look how cute. You have like a cute little appetizer on like this little plantain chip. And if you're, you know, single and not a big cook, you could put this together, put a dollop of the habanero on it, and serve this $5.99 bubbly wine, and people think you're like a rock star. Well, you are a rock star. So, right?
We actually, believe it or not, we were looking for some caviar that we had with a little creme fraiche. That's what we were going to have with us, but we couldn't find the caviar.
And that's $8 the caviar. Don't think it's expensive. It's not.
Not beluga.
Ooh, packs a kick. Okay. That was a big bite. And I'm hungry.
I am too. That was good. I like that champagne. All right. We're headed
just moving down the aisle.
We're headed now to whites.
Okay.
All right.
So, usually at this point I say fasten your seatbelt because we're headed to a different winery, but today we're just heading over to Trader Joe's. And I need something to drink because my mouth is on fire from that habanero. Oh, so yesterday was May Day. And today at our front door, Noel Espinosa, who's in Spain and owns the Espinosa Winery, and we talk about him all the time and we miss him and we love him so much. Her mom, Ladine, dropped off secretly because there's no note, but we knew it was her. A cute little...
But it's up in the Columbia Valley. It's actually a very crisp, refreshing Sauvignon Blanc. It's not heavy on the, like a lot of them are, and we've talked about this before, a lot of them are like green and grassy and or sour, you know, grapefruit. These are not. This is very light. It does have a little grapefruit, but it's very light in that regard. Very good. I believe this is, it's either $5.99 or $6.99. I mean,
awesome is
right?
that?
Is that unbelievable? So this is great. This is one of our favorite ones, actually.
I haven't been drinking Sauvignon Blanc for a long, long time because I think it's too green and grassy. No offense, Calvin, who is down in New Zealand. Calvin was our foreign exchange student my senior year in high school back in 2015, my senior year, ha ha ha. And Calvin has twin daughters and lives in New Zealand. Sometimes I think that New Zealand, you know, Sauvignon Blancs are a little bit grassy and a little bit green.
But some people like that.
Calvin's in the middle of doing this push-up challenge.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I've seen him.
So he's like kicking ass doing push-ups. And then next time...
now he's also baking bread. Did you see that?
Oh, that's right.
He's
and
baking
he's selling,
bread. He's got a bakery.
Like helping get bread to different places. And he has a phenomenal pop-up dinner that he does that's like 15 courses when he's able to start doing it again, Matsu. And it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
He's such a genius chef.
Yeah, he's really good too.
I put this with, so Trader Joe's fig butter. This is epic. On some Trader Joe's goat cheese. And again, look how cute. You can all pretty and sassy.
We forgot the crackers.
No, I didn't. I did it on purpose.
Oh.
I just wanted to give an example. So Trader Joe's goat cheese, Trader Joe's fig butter. This fig butter is super good also. Like take some skinless or even skinned chicken thighs, chicken breasts, chicken legs, a little olive oil and butter, and add this, baste it on. It would be delicious for local small businesses. That's the whole intention.
Which we're going to go back to that, not next week, but the week after.
Yeah, because we've got a whole bunch more wines.
Some great wineries still that we have not hit right here locally.
You know what? Screw Napa. We're going to do our local places
let's
next
do that.
Saturday.
There's some really fantastic ones. Like I told you, we didn't do this in the order of what's best, other than Espinosa.
We'll do Domaine Artifact and Altipiano for sure.
For sure. And we'll come up with a couple more.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, on to the next one. Oh my God, who loves rosé? Rosé all day, right? Okay. So.
Are you tired from that trip?
Yes, exhausted. Oh my word, my feet are killing me. No, I'm kidding. So this one is, I just want to say a couple things.
I was going to pour it.
So when I met Philip Fredrickson, you know, almost 7 years ago, well, or whatever, I said to him.
It will be 7 years on the 12th.
I am a huge rosé gal, and I've been drinking rosé since I was little because of my neighbor Elaine, who's from France, and she was a huge influence on my palate as far as both cooking, foods, how to make great salads, salad dressings. I think we have a really bad internet connection, which is bizarre. Anyway, so when I first saw Philip came over, I'm like, oh my God, you gotta have some rosé. He's like, ooh, that stuff's sweet. I'm like, oh my word, we got some work to do on this guy. He thought like rosé was that white Zinfandel stuff.
Yeek.
So
sweet and yuck.
This particular bottle is how much? Oh my gosh.
$4.99.
$4.99.
We have bought, I don't even really want to
even
tell
say.
you how many. No, forget it.
And it's because we have friends that love it.
Yeah, it's for them.
I actually nicknamed this. So one of my friends, her name is Judy, and I call this Judy Juice. I literally do. I'm like, oh, Judy, I've got Judy Juice. So we love this. How do you say it?
Carry on.
Carry on.
Carry on. And it's from the south of France. It's made in France, so it's really nice, dry. It's honestly, we've compared it to some very expensive other.
Brad and what's her name?
Brad and Jim's Miraval.
No, Brad.
Not Jen. Oh God, I'm so sorry.
Brad and Angelina's.
Yeah. Ugh.
I like this better than Brad and Angelina's. Other than Brad and Angelina have a cool bottle.
It's a cool bottle.
Yeah. I call that the divorce wine.
It's actually really good. I do like the Miraval too, but
okay, let's taste
I just didn't want to really like it. By the way, they also make another one that's kind of got a little sexy bottle, the shape of it and everything. That's called Côtes de Provence, which is
really
also really good.
Sexy
but that
bottle.
Is so expensive. It's $7.99, so we usually don't go for that one.
But even the color, like, look how pretty that is. It's not super pink.
Nope, it's really light.
Oh, and we put it in a red wine glass. We don't care. Like, don't worry about what kind of glass you have at home. If you don't have like a proper glass, you can drink wine out of anything. Even water glass.
Believe it or not, the reason we like this glass, other than it's really nice, it actually will, and you won't believe it, it'll hold an entire bottle of wine. Not that we ever do that,
no.
But it will hold an entire bottle of wine in one glass.
So, another Trader Joe's favorite. Who's had these organic corn chips? Oh my word!
Tastes just like Fritos.
They totally do.
But less expensive.
So see that little guy right there? I paired this with Everything Bagel. So this is the Everything But the Bagel dip.
It's one of the best dips.
If you don't have this, or if you have it and the container's empty, wash it, and then put some sour cream and a little cream cheese in this container so you remember, and then you can buy the Everything But the Bagel sesame kind of doctor up the stuff.
It's like a pepper shaker, but it's that.
So that's going to be our food pairing with this.
Cheers.
Cheers. So, love these guys. Oh, and I want to talk about these.
Mm-hmm.
Another secret Mayday delivery by one of the most brilliant people we know
businesswoman
ever.
Mm-hmm.
And she is Penny Nathan, who is the co-owner of Coldwell Banker West, and she came up today and dropped these off at our door. And again, kind of the Mayday thing.
Stealthy.
Yep. So here we go. Mm. It wouldn't be Saturday. Oh, by the way, Eileen Anderson, did you notice 7871 Corte de Luz is live as of about 5 minutes to 4 in the MLS. So next Saturday ends my kimono experience. Tilt the camera down a little bit. So these kimonos can be worn like 8 or 9 different ways. They travel super, super well. They come with belts. You can tie the pockets together, make it short. You can put the sleeves over your head. You can throw them in the washing machine, line dry, throw them in a ball, throw them in your suitcase. It's the way to go. Jennifer Grace is the designer. You can find them at Chateau Bellage, which is on West Lewis in Mission Hills. Valerie does the fashion distraction every single day. She's been doing this every single day. And I'm talking a 30-minute fashion show by herself with mannequins. And I don't even know what day it is. I think Randy Driscoll, the musician that we love from Nashville, I think Friday was on 41 episodes.
I think she's 42, probably going on right now.
So Randy, 42. So I would say that Valerie's on 42 as well. So crazy, crazy, crazy. Support our local people. All right, moving on. All right. Oh, the Chicky Chews are right there. just laid an egg a little bit ago, and they were squawking like crazy. Lower.
Good?
Yeah, a little bit lower. Okay. Oh, and these flowers right here, they were delivered to our door by our neighbor Jan, who lives right on the other side of the fence. So, super cool. So now we're still at Trader Joe's. You've got a bevy of wines in front of us, dude.
We got more wines. One of our favorite varietals, in fact, my favorite for sure, but one of Mary Beth's as well, is Cabernet Sauvignon. So today I did cheat. I did bring one bottle from Trader Joe's, which is far in excess of our $10 limit. That would be this one, which is, I don't know if you're familiar with Sonoma, but Chalk Hill. This is not made by Chalk Hill, but it's in the Chalk Hill region. There is a winery called Chalk Hill, but this is in the Chalk Hill region, and this is $12.95. So, I mean, you know.
It's over the limit.
It's over the limit.
We're under 10.
That's why we're not drinking it, but it is right here, and it's a Grand Reserve, and it's an excellent wine. It's very good cab.
Hang on one second, we got a big old helicopter from Camp Pendleton moving on over our heads. Ooh,
Okay.
it's loud. So
I was excited when I went to Trader Joe's last time that they had more than normal of the cabs. So this particular one is a Napa Valley Cab, and it's in the region of Rutherford.
is it under $10?
This is under $10. This was, I think, $9.99.
Okay.
In fact,
They made
all
it 5
three of
penny.
these, I believe, are $9.99.
Okay.
So it is under $10. But I don't know if you're familiar with Rutherford, but they make some of my favorite wines. Boilo Vineyards BV has a Rutherford that's kind of one up from their bottom, and honest to God, I think it's better than their George de Latour, which is like an $85, $89 bottle of wine. And this usually runs around, not this one here, but the BV is about $22. And I got to tell you, this rivals that wine. So it's an excellent wine there. The other one, it's another one from Columbia Valley. And they go by lot numbers on some of these. This is on Woolhockey Slope. It's a 2016. This is also very, very good. And the one we're drinking today is also a Napa Valley wine. And this one is lot 198. So we posted that on Facebook, so hopefully some of you might have picked that one up. But I think you're going to like this. It's a good one. But I have to tell you, probably of these four, this one is my least favorite. So make sure you go pick these up. I did not list them in the order of which we like them.
What's the price of this one?
$9.99. These three are $9.99. I think this is $12.99.
So why did you open one you don't like?
Because it was under $10.
But this is
no, I do not like it. I like it.
Okay.
No, I like all four of these.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you're like telling me I'm not going to like it as much. All right. Let's see.
No, you've had it. You liked it.
All right. Let's see. We'll give it a
Okay.
whirl. All right. I do not like drinking red wine this early, so I'm just taking a sip.
Right?
It smells really good too.
Oh yeah. You get a nose full of that, and it really adds to the
Yeah,
flavor.
it's good. Okay.
You know what would add to the flavor even a little bit more? Is this. Tell them what that is.
Okay, so I do not bake. I suck at baking. But our friend Jean, he loves chocolate. I'm not the biggest chocolate fan on the planet Earth. I know Jerry Linney has been baking up a storm in his new Borelli designed kitchen. And I love Jerry and Kurt. They have a gorgeous home in Point Loma.
Beautiful.
So because I don't bake, I always have the Trader Joe 3-stack dark chocolate bars in the refrigerator at all times.
We probably have 10 or 12 3-stacks.
Because I always worry that we're going to run out. I mean,
Yeah.
we haven't bought one of them since this whole thing happened.
No, we have like 36 bars though.
Typically,
I mean, it's crazy.
Jean is here and he eats them, but he hasn't been here.
Yeah.
So anyway, this chocolate, even though I'm not a big chocolate eater, this chocolate is really good. And if you are doing keto, it is a good little cheat that you can have. If you have to have something chocolatey, like if my friend Valerie, who is going to go high protein, high fat and do keto with us, if Valerie's watching and she works for Coldwell Banker West, she is going to love this. So this pairs really well. The other thing, okay, so favorite
Wait,
things.
can I just say one thing about, before I forget? A little hint. This wine has really opened up since I first cracked open the bottle and poured it. I thought it was good, this particular bottle. When I first did it, I took a little taste. now that it's been opened up here for like the last 15-20 minutes, I think it's really, really good.
Okay.
I like it.
So, anybody ever buy the pork belly from Trader Joe's? This is the bomb. People are going to think you're genius. You just like cook this up, follow the instructions. It's already fully cooked. You really just need to heat it. So this kind of thing would be really good, even with the bubbles.
The bubbles?
Because bubbles like fat, you know? So anything fatty would be really good with the Blanc de Blanc, right? The $5 champagne thing. And then, so another favorite item you want to make sure to get, the chocolates. And then how about these Thai lime chili almonds? Has anybody ever had these? Epic, so delicious. These would go really good with the rosé. So another little nibble that you can have. And our house always has to have cornichons because they remind me of Elaine from France. And these are like $2.99 a jar. It's
they remind me of pickles.
And if you go to a regular grocery store to buy these are like $8.99. So Trader Joe's is the bomb. Love our Trader Joe's. Love our people at Trader Joe's. Love supporting our people. And you said that they have like blue tape.
Yeah, Trader Joe's has been so good. I don't even worry about going there. They spray the carts with a disinfectant that kills the bacteria and stuff like that. They spray your hands, whether you have gloves on or not. They spray your hands. I do it even though I have gloves on. Of course, you have to have your mask. They've got a cross of blue tape every 6 feet in every direction throughout the entire store, so that you can always know where you are in relation to the person in front of you, even in the line outside to get in, because they only allow 45 people in the store at a time. So as 2 come out, 2 can go in. It's really, the way they handle it is amazing.
And how is it inside? Do they have like provisions now, or they're still empty shelves?
No, they're fully stocked.
Okay.
Yeah, they have everything. I mean, there was only a couple of weeks where they were really short on like meats and poultry, not poultry.
And I'm not sure what other like Trader Joe's are doing. I don't know if they do the same protocol. You guys could tell us because you live in different areas of the town as well as the country of how Trader Joe's is doing.
They do have hours for people, I think it's 65 and up too.
Okay. So Piazza 1909 and Candor, Chef Giuseppe, don't forget these guys. They're doing curbside, and there's so many people posting, restaurant people that is, about their Mother's Day menu. So keep that in mind because Mother's Day is coming up, I believe.
Week from Sunday.
And then I spoke to Puffer, and Puffer is the business partner of Chef Brian Malarkey from Top Chef. And Puffer and I spoke on Friday morning, and they're going to open Urban C in Encinitas for takeout. So how cool is that? And you know, they have over 500 employees. That's crazy. And they were the first big restaurant group to furlough and shut down. So it's really neat to see that they're going to be opening Urban C for takeout in Encinitas. And right now, Encinitas, to my knowledge, doesn't have a whole lot of places that are doing curbside. So I think it'll be a big benefit. And I think you can even like drive in, and they'll have the food lined up with numbers on it, and you can just kind of like,
you don't even have to get out of your car.
Yeah, you don't even have to get out of your car. Yeah, he's got it pretty cool. And speaking of Chef Brian Malarkey from Top Chef and Urban Wood, Urban Sea, Anime, and so many more.
So many.
He was on Kitchens for Good the other day, and Kitchens for Good, how many meals now have they provided? Was it 18,000?
Yeah, it was 18 or 20,000 meals.
Crazy amount. And if you're not familiar with Kitchens for Good, it's a nonprofit in San Diego that has completely pivoted and is helping feed all of our folks that are in need of meals. And they're looking for food handler. You have to be food handler certified, to my knowledge, because I'd love to volunteer, and I think I could take the course or something and get certified. And they're 6 feet apart from each other, and they're preparing and getting the food ready. So Chef Brian Malarkey was on the other day, and
yeah, their show every 2 weeks they have a show where they actually do some cooking. They have a bartender, like this last time it was from Raised by Wolves.
Yep.
And they made a particular mixed cocktail, and they give you the recipe so you can make it along with them if you want to.
And you can order the ingredients to have everything delivered
for
to
the food
your door.
And the drink, and you can make it along with them as well. But it's even if you don't do that, it's kind of fun to do, and if you can contribute a little bit of money to them, it helps them feed people who can't afford to have food right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that being said, tomorrow on It's What's Cooking, I am going to make, because yesterday I did cook, but I repeated something. So I made the French onion soup again because it was kind of good. And it's my second time I ever made it, and it was really good. So I made that, and then I made another giant thing of pork ribs, and I'm going to take the pork off the ribs, and I'm going to make pork fresh spring rolls. And Chef Brian Malarkey made spring rolls the other day and really helped take the intimidation out of it.
Yeah, he made it look easy.
Yeah, we'll see. Oh my God, you guys can roll with me tomorrow. Oh my word. But he has a place called Would You? And I think that also
That's for the show, I think.
No, it's in UTC, the restaurant.
Oh.
Yeah. And so he has this place where they do more spring rolls and that kind of vibe called Would You. I think that's kind of a neat
Is that
name.
like short for university? You? Like, you know how it is NYU? Would You? I was thinking it was. Okay. I don't know either.
Don't know the history of that. But anyway, Brian is a great guy. Met him twice. He is very cool. Super energetic. Oh, and Joy Murphy is on, and tomorrow at 2, Joy, if you could type in your Instagram page, Joy I was so blessed. She was an intern of mine many moons ago, and Joy is now living in more not Northern California, but like kind of by LA. And Joy has
That's almost
beautiful children. And Joy and I did Fashion Week New York together for Project Runway, Gordana Gelhausen, aka Goga. And Goga, by the way, is making some beautiful, amazing masks for $35, but she's got like this couture trick that she's,
they're
dialed
designer
in.
masks.
So
they really
pretty.
Are.
So if you guys want to so Joy just posted, and tomorrow at 2 p.m. Joy and I are going to have a chat together on Instagram Live on Joy's Instagram page. And I'm super honored, Joy, that you asked me to do that. How many children now do you have? Is it 3? You had none when I met you. None. Oh my word. And I mean, that was just like 2 years ago.
Well, it's because you were both like 18 and 22,
exactly.
Right?
But one of my favorite things is Joy and I were in New York City, and we're going to do Fashion Week for Goga, and we had already put a deposit down on a venue, sight unseen. She has 3 babies. And we went to look at it, and I was like, there's no way we're doing this event here. There is no way. This venue is no bueno. And we had met through a referral, a hair salon in New York City. Sam Burkata, I believe is the name. And they were going to help us with hair and makeup for the models, right? And Joy and I go, and we walk in. I'm like, oh my God, this is the venue. We've got to switch the venue. This is the place to do the event. Now, the owner has never met me. He's only like emailed me a couple times. Mackenzie's barking because she thinks there's a gecko, a lizard outside the door. It's probably a feather.
It's a feather.
It's a feather or a leaf. Anyway, so Joy and I are like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? The event's the next day. And I'm in the salon, haven't met the owner yet, and I'm already deciding we are doing the event at this hair salon because it's just cool venue. And I'm sitting there and I'm telling this guy that is a hairstylist what my intention is, and this gal next to me was getting her hair done. And she says, oh, people in New York do this all the time. This is no big deal. It was Brooke frickin' Shields sitting right next to me in the chair. She's on my bucket list of like the coolest people on the planet that I'd want to meet. And even like to add to the coolness, her little girl was there, and her little girl was like 3 chairs down, and there was some blonde chick in the chair. I don't know who it was. I am not one of those people that am even... Like, I'm very, very respectful of people who are celebrity and are athletes because they're human beings and they have families and their rights, and, you know, they're cool people.
Well, you can relate. You're kind of a celebrity.
I am not.
She has a cooking show of her own, you know.
Shut up. So anyway, my point is that the person a couple chairs down that was playing with Brooke Shields' little girl was Blake Lively. Now, I didn't really know who she was at the time, but supposedly I think she's married to like hot stuff Ryan Reynolds. Is she not married to Ryan Reynolds? Like, I don't read People magazine and I don't watch any of those shows, but I think she might be. But Joy and I pivoted in one day and literally, literally completely changed our venue. And the owner of the hair salon walked in. I go, oh my God, Sam, my name's Mary Beth. You and I have been only emailing, but I got to tell you something. We're using your event tomorrow night to launch Project Runway Goga New York Fashion Week. And he was like, that's a great idea. And it all ended up really well. So I don't know how I got on this tangent,
Great
Joy.
story.
I think it's because you and I are on this feed together. And Ann Price. Hey, Ann, do you know if Al Faroon is open in 92115, our amazing, delicious Lebanese restaurant with George and his wife, Sammy? Have you guys checked to see if they're doing curbside? Because tomorrow we are plotting to go out that direction.
That's our hope.
That's our hope, and we're hoping to connect with Chef George and his wife Sammy, that we can get the best Lebanese food in all of San Diego County.
Bar none.
And
Best.
they were featured on
Diners, dives, and drive-ins.
Yep. So
Yeah.
if you want to kick back and watch some fun TV, Guy was in.
Google it. It actually was. They were really good food.
Oh, and immaculate.
Amazing
The restaurant
food.
is so clean. You could literally eat off the floors anytime you go in there. So they have great food. If they are open, I'm going to Google it and I'm going to text George just to see, because we really want to support some of our folks out in East County. And don't forget Valley Market, that's in Spring Valley and La Jolla. They're doing a lot of stuff to help feed folks that are in need.
And Sahara, though. Don't forget Sahara out in East County.
Right, but I don't know if they're doing curbside.
I don't either.
Yeah.
But they can find out.
Yeah, and
Chaldean food.
And then Chef Billy Butter. Chef Billy Butter has been rocking it. Surfside Deli in Point Loma. He's fed the surfing industry, the music industry, the restaurant industry, the bar industry, the event planning industry,
The teachers.
the nurses, the fire department, the ambulance, everybody. And people are just donating and donating and donating. So if you want to really know that your money is going to a great cause, Surfside Deli in Point Loma, $25 feeds a beautiful
Dinner
gourmet,
for two.
yeah,
Really
beautiful
good
gourmet
dinner for
meal.
two.
So I am going to walk around and turn the camera off, and Philip is going to shut it off. Oh, and don't forget to stay socially distant while staying. I'm sorry. Oh my God, physically distant.
And socially connected.
Yeah, and socially connected. I never say socially distant. I think I've had wine on an empty stomach. Physically distant while staying
took one sip of
socially
the red.
connected virtually. And don't forget, reach out, call 4 people, anywhere in the country, anywhere, and just check on them and see how they're doing. You never know. I called somebody yesterday and he texted back and said, wow, I really needed that call. He needed a little pep talk. So you never know who might be just having a really rough day, because this is definitely one of those ebbs and flows and highs and lows. I don't know what day we're on, 42,
Even
43?
people who every
Are
day
super
do
positive.
really well, once in a while they have a bad day. You just never know.
Yeah, and yesterday we had the inventor of Pictionary on our company Zoom, Rob Angel. He has a book coming out June 2nd called The Game Changer on Amazon. So if you Google Game Changer, you'll learn his entrepreneurial story about how he was a bartender, created
Yeah.
this game at age 26.
They played it in college just for fun.
Well, yeah, they called it like writing some pictures on a napkin. But
Yeah, something
with
crazy.
a number 2 pencil, legal pad, and a hammock, he kicked ass
He
and
started
created,
it, yeah.
Hey, Valerie, we were just talking about you. This dark chocolate is keto friendly. It's Trader Joe's. It's the 3-stack at the cash cash aisle. You should keep it in the house just in case if you're going to do keto with us. It's a really good little snack, and it goes really well with red wine. So, physically distant. I can't believe I said social. I hate social.
Physically
distance.
distant, socially connected.
I can't wait to reach out and hug everybody. Oh, and Elise Espinosa, I saw that we have our photo contest from the kids. So we need to, we haven't voted
Vote.
yet. So the Espinosa kids every Saturday send us 3 photos. We don't know who they are. Hey, Fareed. How are you and Hugh? We miss you guys.
Definitely.
Sending you love
Cheers, my
to
friends.
LA. And we met you guys on a cruise, and they become such
Had
great
the
friends.
best time.
Yep, such
Yeah,
great
we had
friends.
so much fun.
Hi, Jen. How you doing, Jen? Jen is in our company, and Jen does commercial real estate.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we love Fareed and
Hugh.
and
Yeah.
Hugh. So
And Jen
and Jen.
the rest of everybody
yes,
who's
and
on
Ann,
there.
and Mark.
And don't forget to try these Trader Joe wines. I'm not kidding you. There's not one we showed you today that isn't really a yummy wine for under $10. Except this one. This is $12.99. So you got to break out the big, expense account for that one.
Yeah. So we love you guys.
Have a great afternoon.
I know people want to meet the chickens. We have to do an episode where
We'll
we
do
meet
a-
the chickens.
Yeah.
For sure.